Rio de Janeiro or Rio de Janeiro. My Brazilian accent is not happening, bro. I'm gonna be sounding like this for a long time. It's not gonna work out. But I want to talk about Rio. Brazil, you know what I'm saying? It's like one of the first things us Americans we think of Brazil. But Rio is also known for its other side of things. I don't even gotta explain. You know what type of time it is. Crime, violence, guns, uh, dudes in soccer jerseys carrying Barrett 50 cals. Nah, dude, like I've been seeing a lot of stuff coming from Rio, and I really want to go to Rio. I feel as though I have not truly had a Brazilian experience. I've experienced Brazil until I go to Rio, and I have not gone to Rio yet. But I'm telling you, dude, I'm not saying I'm scared, but I'm a little worried. I'm a little concerned because every time I pull up a thing of Rio, it's either just immaculate, beautiful, like sunsets and vibes and just nature and like beaches or in $1 million houses, or it is like dudes going to war in these fucking favelas. And like recently, I've been seeing a lot. Recently, there's been a lot more activity going on. What I want to rant about is the militia, because that is something that we really don't see as outsiders to Brazil as the thing that is driving a lot of this violence. Because there's a very famous movie that I don't think most people outside the continent of Brazil are aware of. It's called Trapagialici. Trapagialici. It is a fucking badass movie. It is a badass movie that will make you feel all types of crazy emotions. It'll make you feel fucking horrible. It'll make you feel thrilled. It'll make you feel horrible for feeling thrilled. It will make you confused. It'll make you frustrated. And it will make you fucking angry. And I'm not even Brazilian, and I felt all the shit. So that's the power of Wagner Moura's acting. Anyways, go watch Trapagialici. Totally recommend. Every single Brazilian who I've talked to told me to watch this movie because it represents the biggest problem in Brazil. And that's the militias. The thing that caused me to make this video is because there's a place in Rio that I really do want to go to. It's called Barra de Tijuca. Again, the accent is just gonna stay. I'm so fucking sorry. But Barra de Tijuca, right? It's a very bougie area in Rio. It's not in like Rio proper. It's kind of like on the tail end ass of Rio. It's like the tail of Rio, right? And it's super bougie, right? This is where all the movie stars, actors, and soccer players and business people go to. Like, this is where they all go to live, because it's not in the dangerous part of Rio where a lot of this crime happens. And recently, what has happened, the crime in Baja might start increasing a lot more. And what I mean by that is the militia is starting to expand. Now, I'm not a complete expert on the militia and how it works, but pretty much the way it's been explained to me is that these militia are basically like, they're basically like ex-military guys or in the military, police, people who kind of like act as a mafia on the people in the favelas. Like, it really sounds like some like classical, I don't know, like small village story of a mafia that plagues like a town folk of people. Like, it's actually kind of crazy. But basically, like, a lot of times what happens in these like favelas and stuff is these militias will like charge the ass out of like basic services, because like these favelas are like very organic, unincorporated communities that pop up, right? They're basically, the government really can't tax it. The government really doesn't have a lot of reach in there. So with that, there's like a whole gray area. There's a power vacuum. And anybody with money and power can rise up and fill that vacuum. So you have cartels, of course, because there's just a whole that's, kind of goes hand in hand, but then also the militia. And what they do a lot of the times is that they basically start a lot of the shit. Like, they're a lot of the ones who go into the favelas, you know, hunt down crime and, stop the drug trafficking. But they just wind up murdering and massacring people. Like, it's fucked up. It's totally fucked up. Like, even one of their politicians, who's like the son of this really big politician down here, he was a part of that shit. And he literally robbed like a famous soccer player's fucking house from him. He pulled up 500 militia niggas deep on this dude's house. It said, nah, bro, I want that shit. Like, it's straight up like it's really crazy because outside of Brazil, when we see a lot of the crime in Brazil, or we think of the crime, we think of the favelas, we think of the drug traffickers, we think of black people because that's the fucking media every time. I swear to God. But anyways, but this is like kind of our concept. But what's happening, what's really going on, is these malicious people, they are a really big driver of crime, of organized crime, of violence, of these gunfights, of these fucking battles. It's basically like a war going on. So it's like us as Americans, we don't really see the other side to that. And what's really crazy is because it's basically like institutionalized. Like it's a part of the government. So it's like a never ending cycle, and it's really fucked up and unfortunate because Rio is such a fucking beautiful place. I've never been there. And I fucking feel like this deep connection to it. So it's really unfortunate. And recently, this militia, this huge problem, is starting to move over to Baja. And it's really fucked up. It's really fucked up for the people who live there, of course. The people have to suffer through this every single fucking day, right? Like there's literally people who just be chilling and gunshots go through their fucking like home. Which I mean, a lot of people probably can relate to that, which is it affects like tourists and people who want to come to Brazil and outsiders who want to experience this great city, this great and historic city full of culture and full of just cool people. And it's really shitty. It's really fucking shitty. And what's even more shitty is that the media likes to focus just on the traffickers, just on the poverty, just on the that side of the organized crime. But like in all organized crime, there's always two sides to it. I forgot who said it, but like you can't move crazy amounts of drugs without, somebody being on the take, right? So yeah, that's pretty much the video. I want to talk about that, want to rant about it. Something's on my mind. Yeah. So Rio, bro. It sucks. It sucks.